record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the...
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we have Ty Gibbs, who is actually the most recent winner in the Xfinity Series from Indy. So I figured it'd be a very nice time to actually review this car. Now honestly, it was just next in line. It wasn't really planned to do this. And I think not tomorrow but the day after, we have Michael McDowell, a Diecast review for him too. So pretty good timing on, my part, I guess. It is nice to see those two get some more wins. Very cool. It's kind of long overdue for Ty Gibbs to get a win in general. And, of course, he went back to the Xfinity Series for that race. But, nonetheless, he got the win. And it is a pretty cool car. I believe it's going to be a great diecast, too, because the wheels on the back end were completely done. Just absolutely exploded. Completely shredded up. Nothing left. So, if they do the shredded tires for that diecast, that's going to look really good. Of course, that's if it's even made, but for now, we're going to take a look at the Cup Series car. This is the 2023 number 54 Interstate batteries. Of course, this is the first release we have for Joe Gibbs in the Cup Series. Now, funny enough, I've got Kyle Busch's 2022 car, but I haven't reviewed it yet. I mean, that's how behind I am on some of these cars. In fact, say from this day forward, I upload my 3 videos a day every single day until we hit the Kyle Busch diecast review. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days from now until we even get to the Kyle Busch car. Same paint scheme, different number, different driver, and I didn't even get a chance to review it because at that point in time I got pretty backed up. But hey, I guess better late than never. Now again, this is the first Ty Gibbs car. Now I feel like a lot of people are going to be getting this paint scheme, turning it into a custom because it is a Gold Series. Of course, it has Ty Gibbs' name on the car and on the box and everything. So I'm sure a lot of people will scrap this car to make it into the monster car. I'm not going to do that. That's not really my thing. I've already made the Ty Gibbs monster car, so I don't really have a reason to redo it for the Gold Series because I got the decal banners on there, so I mean it's pretty much the same thing. So I don't really see a reason to redo the car, but it is very awesome to see Ty Gibbs actually get a release in the Cup Series. Very nice. Again, it is for Joe Gibbs because he replaced good old KFB. Literally took his sponsor to Interstate Batteries, kind of jumped over. Well, he didn't take the sponsor. He still brought it because he did run the Interstate Batteries car a couple times. But either way, yeah. So let's pop this bad boy out of the box and get a closer look. Here's the diecast out of the... Whoa, hold on. I almost said here's the diecast out of the car. That's not what I was going to say. Or that's not what I was supposed to say. Here's the diecast out of the box, not the car. That doesn't make any sense. But even though this is the Interstate Batteries paint scheme that we have already seen several times before, it's still a good car. Just different number, different driver, but the paint scheme itself is still awesome. Now, the first thing I realized right out of the bat is how big that side sponsor is for Interstate Batteries. This is exactly what I was talking about when I was doing the Connor Daly car. Well, let's go ahead and take a flashback to that real quick. Let me go ahead and get it out here. The Bit Nile car, you see how there's like so much space not used on that car. During the diecast review, if you didn't see it already, I was harping on it pretty good because they're not using enough space. This right here is what I'm talking about. That's what we need to have. So if you're going to move the numbers for the reason of, putting the sponsor bigger on the car and you don't do it, it's not really, favorited by like anybody. So yeah, huge props to Interstate Batteries, or whoever's doing the paint schemes, or if the sponsor, I'm sure they have a say so in the paint scheme because they also did this on the Kyle Busch car. Obviously you didn't get to review it, but we will cross that bridge eventually. Just kind of whenever we cross that bridge. So I do see a little bit of blurriness on the top, though. Is that the same for the 18? It might be, but on the roof here, it looks to be a little blurry whenever it comes to the actual lightning bolts and stuff. You see how crisp these are? These look to be a little rough around the edges. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but I guess we'll have to see whenever we review the Kyle Busch car. So, Interstate Batteries right there on the hood. Of course, you got the the green in the background with all the lightning bolts. I got Gibbs there on the name banner, if we can get that there. Got the Toyota logo. Got the number 54. Let's see here. Got some more lightning bolts behind that too, outlined in a nice thick black. Looks very good. Outrageously dependable on the or behind the 54. Gibbs on the rear name banner. We got some more contingencies back here. So we got Mac Tools. Oh, it's a little warped on the left side. Looks a little weird. DN. Don't know what that is. That little circle thing. Don't know what that is. Sherwin-Williams, Simons, Mobile One, and Lincoln Welders. Then, of course, on the back end here, you do have the rookie stripe, since it is Ty Gibbs' first full-time year in the Cup Series. John 3:16, I am second. I got the Interstate right there. No Interstate batteries, just Interstate. Camry 54 Toyota. Got the tail lights back here, the Camry logo, and, of course, you got the pop rivets on the spoiler. Moving on to the side of the car here, we do have Interstate batteries once again. Again, taking up the side of that car very nicely. Nothing on the quarter panel, nothing underneath the Interstate batteries, nothing on the C-post. Ty Gibbs on the name banner up there. Let's see, or not the name banner, I'm sorry. Oh my god, what is it? Name rail, there we go. Toyota, Joe Gibbs, and something else down there. Got the 54 NASCAR Cup Series. Of course, you got the 75th anniversary for the 2023 season. So you got Goodyear there. Got the Sunoco Rookie of the Year contender and Sunoco there as well. I got the 54 on that quarter part, that side part of the bumper. Got on the front there. Got the Toyota logo here. Camry. Of course, you got the grill, all the intakes and stuff. Joe Gibbs Racing. Got the headlights. They look okay. This one looks to be a little wonky, but I mean, these front ends are hard to wrap, so I can give Lionel a little bit of space there. Let's see. Got Sunoco Rookie of the Year once again. Everything's pretty much the same. Looks like we don't have very good decal coverage on the bottom there. You can see the car is painted green. They didn't really wrap it around all the way, so sadly you can still see some of that green on the bottom. Just like over here, you actually can't see it, so that is how it's supposed to look. And then over here, it is a little different. I actually think I found a little bit of a decal error right here on the wheel well, so I'll show you how to take care of that. Pretty simple. All you gotta do is just kind of scratch it out of there, and then boom, your wheel well is back to normal. Very simple fix. It's just where the trim doesn't always get cut perfectly, so sometimes you will have to maybe do a little DIY on how to trim up your diecast. But either way, they shouldn't be like that, obviously, but sometimes they are. But it is what it is. No big deal. So this is actually like a really cool car. I know we've seen the paint scheme before, but just for it being Ty Gibbs getting his first Cup release, I think it's pretty cool. It's really awesome to have. It's really cool for the collection. It is a first for the driver. I don't think this car is going to get rare. I'm not saying that it won't, but in my personal opinion, if it does get rare, I'd say it'll take quite some time for that to happen. All things considered, I'm going to give this car a 9 out of 10. And you may be wondering why so high, even though we've seen the paint scheme before. It's pretty flawless. I mean, the paint scheme does look really good. And then, again, you got the 54 nice and big on the side. Interstate batteries taking up the entire side of the car, which is exactly what we like to see. So, got to give some bonus points for that. The decals don't look too bad. That deck lid was a little wonky, but not, wonky by a lot. I would count the name rails up here because they are a little blurry, but I do think they're supposed to be that way because from where I'm sitting, it looks like the Kyle Busch is the same way. So I'm just going to kind of give it a pass on that, but it is a very awesome car to have in your collection. Once again, if you are a stop motion cat, this one is for you. I know a lot of you guys that like the stop motion schemes, are all for the schemes, I guess, like the stop motions. Just when I did mine, I really tried to have every different driver that I could to make it more a realistic field. I tried to get every paint scheme that I could, every primary, maybe a secondary here or there. I tried to get the race wins, so when a car would win, it'd look, like race using victory lane. So I get it. More cars to the field is always a plus. Maybe not even stop motion. If you just have a NASCAR racing series in general for the Cup cars, this is definitely a good one to add. But I don't know, that's just my advice. So with that being said, I do believe that will be all for this diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.